My Discord runs a beginner tournament on Mondays, if you didn't know. What are the requirements? So if you go to sign up, there are the requirements. You have to not be in Celestial. You have to be below a certain ELO using the rating info.update or whatever the site is, ratingupdate.info. And you can't have like placed well in some tournament somewhere. The rules for the tournament are quite simple, which is that once you make it the top 3, you, congratulations, get banned. And, you know, obviously, if you make it to top 3, or if you're just interested, you can enter the open bracket tournament. There's a bracket that's unrestricted. Anybody can enter and go in there and play. So if you want to go do it, then go do it. All right, we'll start here and then work our way down because I don't see anybody above. If anybody else is here and you missed it, then it's okay. We can check out the matches. We'll watch some of these and chit chat about it and then get in there. Ah, you're the Nago player, right? So I'm sure Hotashi must have had some stuff for you.
What can Zato do to deal with Nago pressure? Let's see what Equal can do about it first, because we got Yoshi.
Baiken and Nago, this is a really interesting match to me because I feel like, you know, Baiken is a new character and she has to spend a lot of time fighting on the ground. You as Nago in this can really do a lot of good work with your far buttons, and I think your control and neutral should be pretty important in this matchup, right? Okay, burst into clone.
Tricky.
I don't love 5H there. I kind of wish you would do far slash. That would maybe be a little bit better.
This tanky mofo, so it takes a little.
The pressure
bit of
looks great. You're doing all the right stuff so far.
Wall breaks, but you have excellent buttons.
Nice conversion.
One thing I would say,
you can really put them in a space.
do you have full meter here?
Trying to swat you out
Oh,
of the
you
air.
don't, but it worked out anyway.
Yeah,
One thing
not
I would
so
say in
easy.
that corner sequence is we can do something better that I saw already, Yoshi, I'll talk to you about. Maybe we'll see it again.
When it comes to guts.
Oh, okay, it worked out.
The stinky leg. Anytime Nago is in the air.
You popped a lot in this set. All right, we'll see.
6P, air grab, run
I
under
don't
him.
love jump.
Don't
So
let him
one
jump.
thing I will say is that this is one of the most, if you're a Nago player, and if you're playing against Nago, so this is for both players, if you're fighting against this character, or you play Nago, this is one of the most powerful positions on the screen for basically every character. Nago here at round start is so strong. Like, he is one of the most scary characters in the game at round start because his options are so
You
good.
can't do anything.
And
6P,
this option is kind of weak, I think.
air grab.
Yeah, jumping
run
around
under him.
start, there's
Don't
so
let him
many
jump.
other better
It's
options to
nothing.
like take up
6P,
space, right?
air
And
grab,
jump just
run
feels like what are we doing with our space there, right? My recommendation is instead of jump,
your turn.
do
You can't do
anything
anything.
else,
6
right?
feet.
Like hit 5K. 5K would be great. DP would be great. I think 2S is fantastic. 6P, if your opponent's going to do an upper body poke, is great. Like, all of those options are so good for you. And, like, yeah, jump feels like
Air
it's
grab,
wasting our really
run under him.
advantageous position.
Don't let him jump
You know what I
in.
mean?
It's horrifying. It's the worst case scenario.
I like
Okay,
what we
watch
did
out,
there.
meter. Yoshi's only got like one special and
I would say for the
Here we
Baiken
go.
player, to give you
Watch it.
some advice here, this is something that happens a lot with Baiken. It's something that's very useful,
It's
actually.
horrifying.
Especially
the
with these
worst case
high
scenario.
jump-ins, where
Okay,
I don't know
watch
if
that
this
blood meter.
comboed. Let me look.
Yoshi's
Yeah, I don't
only-
think that comboed. If you want to make situations like this a little bit better
That's
for
the
you,
worst
for the
case
Baiken
scenario.
player, Equal,
Okay,
I
watch that
would
blood
say
meter.
when you're landing really high, or just in general when you're doing jump-ins with Baiken, you got to use Yozansen. Situations like this, where you land with high jump H, you can delay or even do early Yozansen, and it pops them up off the ground, and then you can do like 5K 6H Kabari, or like close slash 6H Kabari. This didn't combo here. This is just a reset because you were too high. Baiken is one of the characters who can fix that. And also that is a threat that makes your opponent not challenge after they block your jump-ins, because they're like, oh, I block jump H really high, let me hit a button, and then you Yozansen, it counter hits them and they
only
explode,
got,
right?
like,
So
one special and
that's something I'd worry
dash
about.
attack.
You missed the
Here we
tatami
go.
there. It
Watch
happens.
tatami. Oh,
That's
poor
so
Equal.
Ooh, that's a
Yeah,
little
I feel like
drop.
the
Not the end of the
boring
world,
jump
though.
situation- Oh no! Is like
Yeah,
what,
you
you
might
see a lot
pop.
in fighting
You're
games,
actually
right,
pretty
where it's
close, right?
Nagoriyuki's very
So you got to be
distracting
careful
on
about
Mario,
that.
you're worried about Beyblade, you're worried about
That's got to be a
5S, you're worried
6P.
about so many things.
Nago is a
And
6P
you're
character.
not
When he
like
jumps at you,
that
you got a 6P him. I like that confirm
so much
attempt,
worse.
though, from the Baiken player.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Nago
tatami is
jumping in
giving
on
you
the-
trouble.
Oh,
If you're having trouble with that, you could always try jump H
I
instead of
think
tatami, but
Equal
you should just practice that. I think
Cherry
you'll get
Quill.
it. I think it's not that bad.
That was part of it.
Don't jump at round start again. Okay, backdash clone. Not so
Okay.
bad. I'll take it.
Mm,
You don't have very much blood here
Yeah,
because of the
don't
far
get
slash, right?
positive.
So you're in a pretty good spot.
try and take the fight.
Again,
here.
I don't
Alright.
think if you're
Corner.
Nago, I
Yep,
think
here
in
we go.
general jumping is not that necessary. Yeah, just like I think chilling on the ground is so much better. Is there a reason to use far slash over 5H in neutral? So at lower blood levels, far slash has more range probably, right? And also it's flexibility. So first or second hit, you can cancel into Beyblade or cancel into DP and you get like big damage. You can confirm all the way to the corner and you're chilling. And in the same way, // also lowers your blood a lot, which is really nice too. It has more flexibility on hit or block. 5H is just like you do 5H, but like most of the time you're not confirming 5H into the world like you will with // So // has the flexibility of being really useful for that.
Offense.
I would say if you're
Yeah,
Nago in this
offense at
matchup,
time. Here we
a
go.
lot of
Yeah,
your
this
life
stuff
is
if
probably
you're
going to be
Nago.
2Sing her on the ground and trying to stop her from getting in, and then using your 6P to stop the air approach, because her air approach is really good. 6H. You're gonna, yeah, 6P here, or that's great too.
5P. Safe option. Sure.
I like 5P. I think it was good. Yeah, Yozan's in there. Nice. Okay, the Baiken player did what I was just talking about. You love to see it.
Down so much life here.
I like Kabari also as a threat.
Okay.
I would say to the Baiken player and anybody who fights Nago, when Nago is high on blood, when he's like in this range, like trying to kill you with this, his main two options are 5H and 2H, right? So one looks like that, and then the other one covers this space. And you should try to fake one and then go for the other. Running and then jumping neutral, you carry your momentum, so you like jump kind of in this arc. If you can bait him into 2Hing and then you can land and then do your own 2H, that is really good. Or if you can run forward and then jump when he tries to hit 5H on the ground, that's quite good too. You know, you really want to try to bait those options from him, because those are what he's doing. Yeah, this is an easy peasy confirm.
Yeah, here we go.
Love to see it. Tatami hits.
Yoshi
I like the bailout jump H jump does too. That looks good.
Stood up immediately.
That
This
looked
might be tough
pretty
if
solid.
you're
I like that there was a
but
plan.
Look, even though he blocked the overhead one time.
The wake up grabs.
But we gotta get these meaties.
Yeah, if you're getting wake up grabbed a lot, I would say
Even
you're
if
probably
you're-
running a
you
little
feel
too
like you
deep
can't
for
medium,
close
just
slash.
space
Maybe try running up
yourself
and do
out, so
2K,
even
6K
if you're
as
not right
Baiken.
on time, he can't grab you. No,
Yeah.
that's the next thing.
Yeah, that's hard to
dash
check.
up grab.
Wow, wake up close
He's on
slash.
blood rage. Here we go. Gotta watch
Oh, that
meter.
sucks. That's hard to see sometimes if you're the Baiken player, you know, I don't
Alright, this
blame
is
you.
fine. Punish. No, not
Oh.
like that.
When he does // there and he's in high blood, you have to remember, what are you usually afraid of when he's doing // right? You're afraid of like Beyblade or Fukyo or whatever, but he's in blood rage. He doesn't have those moves, right? So it's either going to finish the string or he's going to like wait and then you can punish him here. So
Alright, this is mine. Punish. No.
I think counter is like, you know, you're thinking about the normal scenario instead of that. For what? What up, what?
Let me tell you something. This is gonna be secret
Thanks to
stuff.
the 32.
If Nago is in blood rage and he does 5SS, he can't do anything. There's no specials. He's
Yeah,
like, "Nigga,
Hodashi
you're not-
is
you need to
correct.
go."
Yeah, you gotta like
understand.
recognize that he's in
It's
blood
very
rage, so he
horrifying.
can't do that. But you're so used to
watch
him
out,
being
blood
able
rage.
to do it that you're like, oh shit.
dash?
You know, you're like,
Yeah,
oh
if
yeah,
you're doing
that
this
is a
super
problem.
jump,
Yeah, we can't be
watch
getting
the
hit by
air.
these
Oh,
5Hs here.
Echo, keep it calm, buddy.
I think you need some 2H in your life to, yeah, you needed that a little bit earlier to
tough
deal
for
with
Baiken,
the
'cause, like,
full screen
You know,
situation.
Nago doesn't have to do anything. Baiken's
I like
gotta
the jump
go
back there in the
himself.
corner.
Oh,
I think
Wait,
there's,
stop.
oh, that's bad.
this
Get
is
the punish.
Lethal combo. RC.
I think this just needs to be close slash 2H Tatami, 2S Kabari, right? I think that's what you need in your life instead of doing this into S Kabari here. Would have been better to do that route. Just do something simple and then knockdown, and then you do the IAD Tatami, and then you do overhead low, right? That's like good. Or charge dust. Charge dust would be great there. For Nago, I would say the big problem is here
Yeah, but
that you're having happened to you so far dealing with Baiken in this. The Baiken player is like up backing on you a ton, and you actually don't anti-air the jump approach that much. Your 6P is so good, or your 5P. They're such excellent buttons, and I would say in situations like this, you know, you really can't let her get away with up back in the corner, double jump S, up back in the corner, double jump S. Like you saw that a lot, and I think that needs to get 6P on the ground. Like you did it after. That's like the right idea. You know when someone jumps at you and you don't uppercut them, but then you block the jump in and then you uppercut. It's like one of those scenarios where you're like, I should have done this a little earlier, but I'll do it now. All right, so I heard we had some gamers in this one too.
Gotta be,
Let me take a look.
Eno, but into Soul? Now this is an interesting matchup.
Smoking Hot
Loki
BBQ
Soul.
is the Soul player. I
Soul
see.
Eno. This matchup is miserable for
Yeah,
you.
or Smoking Hot BBQ is
Why?
the Eno player, and then
You
this
know
is the
about
Soul
this
player. It's
Soul
switched, I
5K?
see.
You know how fast it is?
Well, so
I've
far,
heard
you
somewhere
know,
between 2 to 4
you're living your
frames,
best
but I'm
life.
not
Wow,
sure.
that was a great punish,
yes,
actually.
indeed. 3 frames.
If I could give you some
This
advice,
button-
any Eno player, when you fight against Soul,
But I'm not
all
sure.
Soul players will be hitting 5K on defense against you. What they're going to do is they're going to hold back, and then they're going to hit 5K. So you have to do real stuff against Soul. You really can. I see so many Eno players like do stuff that has like gaps in them that other characters maybe can't challenge as easily. You have to do it. Do something that's real.
indeed.
If you leave large
Three
gaps,
frames.
Soul players are just going to hit
Yes
5k
button,
because it's so good against your
Soul's,
pressure, right?
Like almost every
So
problem you could
one thing I
probably
would say to
imagine.
do is to leave those gaps in
And-
there,
Oh,
but like
delay.
stuff them with something that Soul can't
a little bit
stop.
tricky
Same thing
for,
with
you
his
know, the
H
fight.
stroke. H stroke is plus on block, but if you do a
And-
standing
Oh, the
normal, or if
delay.
you try and do something after, then Soul hits 5k and beats it. You have to do 2k there.
It's a
I'm
little
telling
bit
you,
tricky for, you know, to
all
fight back
all
against
Soul
it.
players are gonna mash 5k
Right.
against you. And when you
If you
fight
respect
good
it,
Eno
then Soul's
players,
just
they
gonna
make
take his
that feel
turn.
bad to do.
If
But
you
you know,
try
it's
and,
a
like,
hard
frame
thing
trap them,
to
I don't know, it might
realize
not
because
work
so many
anyway.
other
It's
characters are
really
gonna,
finicky. So
you know,
that is,
so many other players are gonna
like,
do this
even
to you.
being
Hit,
near
you gotta
Soul
hit
is just
6p or
like
2k there.
this-
Yeah.
He has like this aura where you're just
Knockdown
taking
again.
damage.
Make sure that
So
everything you do is
really
tight.
want
You know what I
to
mean? Because if you,
capitalize
yeah, that was probably wake
on
up
the chances
5k.
where he can't do it, which is what
Super, you love
you're
to see
doing
it. Make sure
Okazune,
this is tight.
Like right,
right?
there, like what we just saw.
Right? Make sure you keep
Yeah,
whatever you do
exactly.
tight. It
And
doesn't
then
matter what it
after
is.
that,
As long as it's
Soul,
tight,
like,
you're
the
okay.
margins are very good for
Got to
Soul
stand
against
up there
other
just in
characters.
case. Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
That's not the end of the world.
Where's the burst? Oh,
They don't
my-
have it. That hurts.
This
Oh,
is okay
God.
here. Oh my
Okay, that
god.
was
Oh,
great.
okay.
Stealing plus frames.
Gotta watch for the
Beautiful
burst. Yeah.
Okay,
I think
no
their
burst.
note is probably a little
You
better,
have
and you air dash in and block.
Frames on the 6S. Did you see?
If you're in a situation like this where you're like not sure, you know, you always got to keep in
God.
mind that burst is a
Okay.
threat
That was
in
great.
situations
Okay,
like this.
plus frames.
I think note there into air dash forward block is kind of what you're looking for. Or even right here, I think air dash forward safe jump would have been good, and then just block because you know he's gonna burst.
full option. Okay, no burst. You're
That is very
Active
scary. Yeah, you're kind of
frames on
forced onto the
6S.
burst.
Did you see that?
And the chase down looks good.
Goodness me.
I like that. I like that we saw the 6p earlier
Fire
too.
and the flames.
Oh god.
Oh, speaking of fire and flames, oh boy. Okay.
Okay, wrong combo. I think if you're the sole player there, you gotta dash cancel, not a punish. So, to give some advice, actually, this is important advice that the Eno player needs to know too. For all soul players, you actually have one of the best punishes in the game for this, S-stroke. His 2k6H reaches from super far. It's really easy to do, and it gives you a knockdown. Not a fantastic knockdown, but it gives you a knockdown. So as an Eno player, you have to be very careful about this because at this range, you can actually just punish this with 2k. And
Barbecue again. a
it's
little
easy
bit of a lucky
peasy. You
break
just
with
get your
that
damage
combo.
and you're living your
Wonder what
best
they
life.
did there
So
because,
you have to be very careful
you don't
about
really
that
get
if
press
you're
after S-stroke.
playing
It's
Eno
so
doing
right.
stroke close like that because it can get punished
Mm.
and you'll get
Low-key
smoked.
wanna
Nice.
be-
Combo choice
it's
is
not
good.
gonna
You missed the
give
clean hit, but don't we
Barbecue a
all?
chance once Eno is close. They
Don't we
have
all?
been
You know, we all missed the
pondering
clean hit. It's fine.
defense.
Nice. You got the
Nice,
save
the
jump
save
timing?
jump.
Okay, you didn't punish. This is,
An
if you did
honor-
this part right, you need to do the next part right. You love to see this though. The safe jump, you love to see this, but this cannot be air dash S, and he's crouching because he's like blocking. You know, you got to have 6H here or 5H or whatever starter you want to
Nice,
do
the
here.
safe stuff.
No counter hit combo, but hey, no big
You know,
deal.
you got the
We're
got the
still in
job
that
done, but you did the
no.
safe jump. You'd love to see it. Like
I
you did the
mean,
right,
hey,
you did that
got
part
this
right.
Super wall break, and you did a bunch of damage, and you got this hard knockdown.
Yeah, you're in a much better spot there if you do like
Look,
a bigger
like,
damage
Soul's still
combo.
with the
Like
meter
Soul
now,
could
and you
maybe
have
even be
less
dead
meter.
or close
I'll
to it.
definitely
I think you're doing most things right. It seems very clear that you have the safe jump timing down, and the way you're pressuring against Soul looks pretty good to me. But that part is, yeah. I actually think that in neutral, I want to see a little bit more buttons instead of just
God.
doing what's
I
it
mean,
called?
this
Yeah,
is
see, I like
perfect
far
play.
slash there. I like 2S a bit
Night
more.
Raid is not a bad option.
I
Like,
want to see a little bit more
like,
buttons
knock,
rather
you know,
than
down
just
a
hover
couple
dash over and
notches,
over. Although, you know,
burst, no meter.
it's working out
They
for
want
you.
to get something started? Sure, Night Raid.
Yeah, right.
Check them. You gotta watch out.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
no,
it worked out
not-
for you.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
okay.
over input mistake
You
happens.
love to
Oh,
see it.
all
That
right, no
looks
burst.
great. Air dash jump H. If it's working, you
Sure,
know,
sure,
your
sure,
opponent's
sure.
not doing anything
Round
to
two.
stop you.
Smart Heart Barbecue.
I think why not, right? But
You
the
know,
soul player needs to
finding
be
a way.
looking for that and just 5King
I
it
would be a
probably.
little
Or six,
frustrated,
even 6 being it.
obviously.
Yeah, again.
Oh god, that was
Timing has to be
you see
tight
that
or you're going to
5K?
get hit by
Yeah.
that.
Anytime you see something a little inconsistent, you know, you're gonna be pressing 5K if you're soul. It's just so cheap.
Yeah, went for the
That
same
was
setup
more
as last
kind of
time. This time you jump
important
out of it. You
for
love to
Loki.
see
They were
it.
going with the fake gun flame just to keep it safe.
Again,
Like,
this
oh,
is kind of what I mean here. I want to see something a little different here in terms of pressure. I feel like we've seen a lot of air dash H, 2K2D, air dash H, 2K2D. That's okay, but I would love to see air dash H and then just do air dash S again. Or like, you know, air dash jump P and whiff and then throw or something. You know, like bring in something new to the equation, something they haven't seen so far. That was definitely wake up super. And then you got wake up close slash 2H super.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Getting comboed.
Happens to all of
Wake
us.
up grab? Oh, lucky break. Uh-oh. They're
Jump,
going high
yeah,
every
it's a
time
lot
'cause,
of
like,
jump
they're
S and
pretty
jump
trip
H
low.
into
There you
that
go.
over and
There's
over. I
gonna be
want to
grab,
see
do
something
5K,
else. You've safe jumped a
you know,
lot
bunch
and
of
you've
stuff.
done a lot of
Try
that
to
option,
make
but
conversion,
you got to be 2K there.
Both
Against
those
Soul,
quirking at each other.
you're plus, but it has to be 2K here or you're
Try
gonna
to
get hit
make
by
conversion,
the far slash every time. I mean, stroke at round start's a fine option, I think. 6H for Soul is quite risky, and you know, it could lose you the round. I don't think stroking on round start's that bad. I don't think you should always stroke,
Their special moves
but
together in a very weird
it's
way
fine
where,
to
like,
do
Neo's
sometimes.
ACL will kind of just smoke a lot of stuff that's only doing you Soul.
Right. I think it's okay.
Right?
I don't think it's the worst thing ever. I do need to see a challenge here. A lot of the time here, Soul's doing this. I'm pretty sure Eno 6P or 2K is a good option here, but when you block Bandit Revolver here, you know, this is negative, and then obviously you're afraid of the second hit. But I think 6P will beat it, or 2K will maybe low profile it. One of the two would be good, or late throw once you see him land. Because you don't want to just end up stuck in this position over and over, right?
With, like, dealing with her,
You know.
with Soul, like, it goes under success.
I mean, you could just block stroke. You can also just block it 6H and get a punish.
If you try and solve those problems, oh gosh, oh violent, oh. Look,
That straight up kills.
Yeah, even if you're thinking he's going to Roman cancel the first hit,
there's a lot of loose hits.
it's okay because if he keeps it tight, then you will block. And if he doesn't keep it tight, then you won't get hit, right? So, like, if Soul is doing, like, 5H, Bandit Revolver, hit, RC, into whatever, if he keeps that tight and you're trying to hit 6P, your 6P won't come out. If Soul does that and there's a gap, then your 6P will hit it, right? And sometimes he can force a scramble or force a weird scenario where he RCs and then you're like stuck in slow-mo or something. But that situation, he shouldn't be able to just do like BR into nothing into BR into nothing. You know, he did that a lot that time. And so I would look at something to deal with that. It's an important thing to know. I mean, when I play a new character, I'm always the same thing. I'm like, what do I do to challenge Soul when he does this? I got to figure this out. And so I try to hit stuff. For the Soul player, I would say a little bit more, it needs a little bit more in the pocket. A lot of what you're doing was like big swings, like a lot of 6S, a lot of like big attacking a lot of space on the screen. But against Eno, I think it's really useful, and I did see you hit it a few times, to hit a lot of 2S and a lot of 2K. 2K into 6S is really reliable to catch stroke, and then for the jump approach, which is like I think where you really were in trouble, 6P or 5K run is really good. 5K run is excellent in that matchup. I'll go into training mode and maybe show that a bit later, just remind me. Same thing with Eno and the Bandit Revolver thing. Remind me to look at that when I get back.
MiloticMaster, what are you going to do about this zoning? You only get a couple chances.
Yeah, also you need to look something a little bit better for the Soul player. You need something a little bit better off Bandit Revolver, but we can also fix that too. That's not too hard.
We got the horn. All right, here we go. Dash up. Yep.
Nice.
All right.
I'll show the Soul BR thing in training mode after this, and then we'll talk about it.
Command grab. Uh-oh, SunPuppy. I think there's going to be a gold burst soon.
Yeah, I got out of there. I don't think Scalpel's bad there too. Yeah, you got to be careful about that though.
Oh, JD.
Nice immediate capitalization. They were still in the air when the Afro hit him.
That was a risky mix, but it worked out for you.
SunPuppy doing run up 2K there. That was sharp because usually what you would expect Faust to do when the Afro is on is go for the overhead.
Got to be careful about doing that at that range. One thing I would say in general is you have to watch out because if you're doing stuff like 2H into item toss against characters who have threats like Nago, you're going to get hit by spin or something similar quite often, you know. I think you would have recovered here. It looked like 5K was coming out, but you know, you did 6H, it looks like. Yeah, that was a bit too slow. You got to be careful about trying stuff like that. The hammer saved you though, which you love to see. Nice. Banana peel, yeah, throw more items. Throw more. Yeah, throw. Keep throwing. Keep throwing more. You got that. Get away from the weight. You love to see it. Throw. Keep throwing stuff. You love to see it. That was perfect. That was perfect. Didn't we talk about this last time? I think last time I told you to throw more shit, right? Wasn't this? Didn't we talk about this last time? You got banana peel? Yeah. You got hammer? Throw some shit. Yeah. Keep throwing shit. That was what I said last time, right? I was like, you need to throw more shit. Yeah, you got the Afro pop. You got mini Faust. Throw some shit. You love to see it.
These items are so
You love to see it. This is like, this is exactly it.
The bomb bag, right? Dashing behind.
All right, is it command throw time?
Saving the day. Oh, you're
no command throw? I would have backdashed for sure. You are a sicko. You are actually... You're too good. Now you got to watch for a bomb bag or something. That was a sick air throw, actually. Yeah, I think command throw is not surprising there with how high the blood is. I like you backing there. I mean, he kind of needs to do it, right? Yeah.
You got me fanning myself down.
See? You throw some shit as Faust, and then you're like, I threw 2 items. That's my quota. You know, I got to get in there. But sometimes you just got to throw a lot of shit. You know, it's like the items are your oyster, right? And so like once you're throwing stuff and it's working out and like things are on the screen that they have to deal with, it's your liberty to continue throwing items until you can. And the more you can just keep doing stuff like that, the more you have an opportunity to generate an item that can create a favorable situation. Last time, I don't know that you would have done that maybe, but this time you're winging them and it looks great.
Been doing a good job off screen.
To the Nago player, I think they need to find a way to contest that kind of stuff a little bit better with their 6P and probably clone and also Beyblade.
SunPuppy had no idea that hammer was coming.
Man, the spaced out challenge on that's pretty rough.
Okay, the banana.
Okay.
Two food. Yep. Yeah, you see that? Okay, here we go.
That's good. 2H is an important button in this matchup. Because, you know, it'll catch Faust in that zone he wants to hold, right? Ow, that hurts. That is real bad for Nago. This is an okay reset, though, because now Nago can RPS with Beyblade or something.
You have all the meter. Now you got to get something started.
You got to hit the bomb. That's something to keep in mind. I think that's a 2K in the making there if you're a Nago player. I know a lot of people... You know, if you fight Faust a lot, this is something to keep out for. But when he throws this bomb here, and you're in this position and you see that whiff, I think you have to 2K here or something. Or you have to hit the bomb earlier and not put yourself in this position, right? You should be seeing what item he's throwing, and then that way you can hit the bomb on the ground instead of jumping into the bomb, you know what I mean, and ending up in a bad spot.
That was great.
And the weight's there, which means, yeah.
Great block. Oh, 2H on the bomb bag. That's fine, that's fine.
Oh, he's going to pop, I think.
Say your prayers.
Yeah.
Oh, one chance.
No punish.
5H. 5H.
You got to be so careful there. If you get hit by 5H in a super, Faust is dead, right? So
I think all right.
a little scary.
In that situation as MiloticMaster,
but yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I think a little bit of 2H will give you. You actually need a little bit more in this matchup than you've been doing. Yeah, good. You hit the bomb.
Okay, this is huge.
Get the trumpet.
This is it.
That's totally fine for you. The challenge is good. I would say one thing is you did a little too much during the horn, but it's not the end of the world. I think your air throws look great, though. Oh, that right there has got to be probably a challenge, too. The thing about Faust is when he throws these items, there is a large gap, right? So I would say these are the moments you should be looking to hit your 5H, maybe, or Beyblade, or Fukyo in towards them and, like, force the situation. When you're seeing these items come out here... right off these far normals, you have to watch for his hands to see what he's doing there and then hit it. Nice. I love the 2H. That's something that is like so important in this matchup.
Get your corner pressure.
Command throw will kill, regular throw kills. Nice.
There it is. Nice. See this? That's what I'm saying.
Noise. Yeah, the beginner tournaments right now are PC only.
Lucky son of the gun, throwing hammers all the time. Oh, clone forward.
Nice.
That was an air hit. No big deal. 5SSS. Oh, careful with the resets.
6H. Okay.
Careful with the resets. You need that blood meter back. You got big initiative though.
Yeah, this is such a... I love how much more 2H we're seeing here, too. I like the BRC into jump, because you were looking to see if they were going to go for the command throw or not.
Try to air grab?
Oh, you're popping, for sure. You might as well send it. Okay, this is a pop. Do you recognize?
Faust cannot kill.
This is going to do a lot, though.
You got the trumpet.
Back up and get the horn. That's huge.
He's going to land on it. Nice. That was such a good double. That was such good awareness from both players, actually. This right here to get the trumpet and then wait here. Because, like, you know, Faust has to do something. This double jump here to avoid this was great. But then just, yeah, a little too high. I think for Faust here, we actually need to see a little bit more of, like, poking with far buttons, like far slash and 2H. I kind of feel like those are almost a little underrepresented, actually. Items are great in this matchup. Oh, we're throwing. Oh, the cross-up. That was a good block. Or maybe the meteors had a gap there. I'm not sure.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. This is so bad.
Yeah, this is a really bad position. Okay.
Wall break, sure.
They'll take that, though, actually. It could have been way worse. You got wall broken and reset. Oh, don't burst there. No. Nice crawl. Great. You need those bananas, though. You need the life. You need both the food there. You got to get it.
Get the food. You're so hungry.
Yeah, there you go.
Your life bar. Yes, okay. Now you can look through a loose hit.
Nice, that's great matchup knowledge from SunPuppy. Yeah, I was gonna say you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't just bust out item super.
Yeah, that's what I was saying for the Nago player earlier. Like, you just gotta look out for those items. Like right there, yeah, you try to challenge. Oh yeah, you got hammers and bombs. You're chilling, and the weight and the mini Faust. You could have 5K 6H that.
Is this SunPuppy or Nage? Uh-oh.
Oh, that's bad.
It's gonna be nobody soon. Oh,
Nice. Mini Faust saved the day. Yeah, I want to see a little bit more crouch and buttons from you, actually. That's the one thing I've...
Oh my god.
This is great. Yeah, you got bombs for days. Lovely. Run up for pressure.
Melodic is in big trouble. YRC back.
Wow, you did 6H point blank.
Yo,
That is so brave.
Yeah,
I've been hit by a couple
Trumpet
of
is
those.
okay here.
Trumpet, yeah. Oh,
Trumpet?
He got
Okay,
it. But it's okay. You can just reset.
Oh, direct
This
hit
is
from
great.
Trumpet.
I think you're doing a good... I like that you did Scalpel there, too, because he's trying to challenge now. Yeah. This is a
Melodic
great
like,
adjustment
trying
from
to use
SunPuppy.
Specials like very wisely. 'Cause you only
And
get a
meteors are
couple
there.
at this
Command
rate,
grab
right?
looks great.
It's
Great
over.
adjustment. I
Final
think for both of
round.
you,
going down to double
you've got the right ideas, but it just took you a second to pull them out, right? You're like, oh yeah, you know what I should do to
What
this?
they were doing, MiloticMaster maybe trying to
Nice.
overpress a little bit against this huge.
Oh, this is
You gotta
gonna
respect the
hurt.
bomb. Nice! Oh, but the
Oh, that was a
banana...
big combo there. Uh-oh. Don't burst. Cool.
Oh, that
Learned your
sucks.
lesson.
Okay, banana peel again
Banana peel?
means that you're chilling
There's a
here if
bomb.
you're melodic.
Yeah,
I think
smack
you
it.
should just be looking to hit the bomb. Oh,
Lucky
The
that
banana
came from
saved
the-
you gotta jump the weight. Yeah, well, that's what happens if you
watch your
don't.
back.
Okay, I was afraid when SunPuppy went in there,
SunPuppy's
but
got
now
this
I'm not so
momentum,
afraid.
and you know how Faust does. Oh, careful.
The bomb was there,
I
and
can't
now you gotta get out. Oh
scary.
no,
Wow,
not
that
go
hit,
in.
that makes it- makes it
You
so
gotta get out
high.
if you're SunPuppy. Okay, you'll
Command
take that.
grab, yeah. There's an item sweeper incoming.
Yeah, there it
Boop, boop,
is.
boop,
You got a
boop.
hammer.
They already committed to
And the
jumps.
bombs. Yeah, keep
Bomb
throwing
behind
items.
you,
Yeah,
mini
perfect.
fouls, bomb
Perfectly
bag,
done.
Yeah.
I think if you're melodic there, actually, the big issue that I think you had is not always challenging when you are in and really making those moments count. A lot of the drops in the corner or not finishing combos and then getting reset back to neutral was really bad, right? Being high blood with Nago sucks against characters that have zoners. If you break the wall and it's not with super, then you're going to get reset back to neutral and you spent blood doing all those combos and stuff. So you're going to like have a reset back to neutral where you have high blood and you don't have any options. And now Faust is going to sit there and throw shit at you. You need to save meter for that situation, or don't break the wall with like these resets or these weird positions. Try to reset things and keep the corner as long as you can, unless you're breaking the wall with super, right? That's something to keep in mind. There was times where like, you know, you block like a 2H into an item toss and you're not Beyblading, and instead you're
Master had to
Beyblading
clean
in
out play.
situations like that, you know? I think it should be a little bit more clone Fukyo from farther away or Beyblade up close to try and catch those item toss, because that'll probably be a little bit better for you. 2H is so important. I think actually it's probably better to spend your blood on like Fukyo forward stop 2H than it is to just like Beyblade full screen. This matchup is kind of tough, I think, for Potemkin
Goldlewis is like
a lot of the times.
Terminator
But
specifically
there's a few
designed
things that are
to
really
kill
important in this matchup for both sides, and
It-
we'll see if it comes
It's
up.
like the only thing he is like
Okay.
expressively good at. It is just killing Potemkin. It is his.
Your
purpose.
Hotashi is
This is
spitting.
gonna be
That
really
is
hard for you.
Goldlewis's specialty. Okay,
Oh,
we don't need to do all
double
that.
back
Let's not do that.
This
If
is gonna
you do this, you back scratch.
Really hard for Yoshi.
This position is great for you. You need to stay in the front and keep the corner, right? Because Potemkin has really bad options to get away from this situation, right? Like this is not a good
Oh,
one
try
for
to
him.
go
So
for the
trying
double
that I
back
think is a
smasher.
little much. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
boy.
I also don't love the meter spend there.
I think
yeah,
this
you need
may
that's
be
too much
like
back
Potemkin's
scratcher in your
worst
life.
matchup.
You need to
I'm
scratch a
pretty
little
sure.
less backs.
Yeah.
Worse than Axel?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
the thing about this matchup is that Goldlewis really bullies Potemkin with his jump D and his jump air behemoth to approach. If you're Potemkin, to
So
keep
doesn't
him from
count.
just running,
just-
like pulling up on
Okay.
you and doing running jump dust and running
Axel-
whatever. Oh my lord, you
that
got him.
was so, he
To
was
stop that, you
so
need to use your preemptive
barely
poke.
off the ground.
You
He
have
was, like,
to
1 inch
use your
up.
jump S and your jump H to keep him away
God.
preemptively, and your jump P.
Oh,
You
my
can't just sit there and try to react with
I'm
the
just
anti-air
talking
and 6
about
p.m. or whatever. You
how
need to
Potemkin's
poke him
like
out of the
above
air
to heavenly,
early.
but maybe not.
You know,
Never mind, it's good.
that's something that is really important. Oh god, I don't know what you hit there, but
Oh,
yeah, you can't
luckily
hit that.
Didn't get a close slash. So
As Gdom there, you can
Oh,
punish
check
that with
RC
2P, by
forward.
the way.
He's
Your
doing it.
Goldlewis,
No big
another reason
deal.
he's so good against this character is that his 2P is a really good punish for Hammerfall and what's it called, Mega Fist.
oh, takes a punish. Behemoth. Yeah.
That time he did 2K, which is also
Boom.
great. This is such a bad position if you're Potemkin. Yeah, back Mega Fist is miserably
can't
bad
make
in this
this up.
matchup on defense.
Not gonna happen.
You can't really use it as an escape tool.
It's really funny. You're putting Axel in the same category as like unplugging your opponent's stick. Like that's just
Like this is that you can interrupt that. That's one thing to keep in mind. If the Goldlewis player is going for the
So-
slow behemoths like that, you can get them out of there.
is
Yeah,
so
I don't love
every behemoth is
the
just
attempted
monstrous, like,
what's it
step back
called?
victory. Like on
That
paper,
right there, I think. Oh, that's okay, maybe I guess, but I would say that you should look
That's a
for
pretty
your
big
using your
punish.
normals a little bit
it's
more.
gonna hurt.
Far slash and 5H
you
are
gonna get
so
burst back
good
anytime
in this
soon?
matchup. I'll talk about it after.
50%. What's it gonna be?
Why?
Oh, YOLO Gold Burst.
You didn't need to do
After
all that.
Yoshi actually has a
I think the
chance.
problem I have with
Nope,
Gdom
it's
so
no
far
Carbuster.
is you don't like
Gdom
winning,
wisely up backing. Yes,
right?
Skyfish.
Because you
Watch it.
get these advantageous positions,
Ahead.
and then instead, yeah, that's
Oh,
again
man.
why armor's not so good in this matchup. Two hitting jumps things, right? You get these great positions for yourself, and you're like, instead of being like, okay, I should do the good thing that lets me win, you're like, wouldn't it be funny if instead I did this? You know what I mean? Like that's just,
Hammerfall.
you know, I would say that you have to be careful about that, right?
The
Because
hitbox.
that is there's a lot of like joy in
Back
that
to Nago.
playstyle.
Let's
but
do it, Yoshi.
yeah, it's
Come on.
Wise. This is
You
this
know,
is a, this is a
it's,
counter.
you got to be careful about it. This matchup too, I think this
Nago
matchup is way
has
better
upper hand
for
on Goldlewis for a
Nagoriyuki
couple reasons.
than playing whatever it's called.
Great neutral,
Than playing
like, easily
Potemkin.
neutral
Potemkin versus Goldlewis
amazing
sucks.
range.
We're
Amazing
allergic to Rye.
buttons,
What's
up
good?
at
Like you
close
don't want to play that
range.
match.
Great
One thing that I
damage,
would say
a
in
lot
general,
of
you have to use your normals to
amazing
keep
reversal
Goldlewis
super
away,
well.
especially your 5P and
Potemkin
6P to
doesn't
keep him
have,
out of
like,
the
that X
air.
factor, right?
You know, it's very good. Right there,
huge
I don't
momentum
even think
once
you wanted to
offense
do
gets
that
started.
clone. I think instead,
But,
way better
I mean,
if you
when
just,
Nago's on
oh lord.
defense, it's the
I
same
think
story.
way better to
It's
just
just like,
use
please
2S and
stop
use
slamming,
2H
you
and
know?
5H and
Yeah,
just
no, I
chill.
mean, that's,
You know what I
that's
mean?
kind of like I was saying it earlier, right?
Yeah, I love that
Goldlewis
6P.
is a
Just like stay on the
grappler.
ground and like relax. You know, don't worry too much about. We can break the wall here. Oh, missed the link. But it's okay. Just use your good
Double
pokes.
dash. Okay, I can tell Yoshi is
Take the
watching
knockdown.
Pikachu.
You didn't have to RC. It was
My
going to wall
bods,
splat.
yeah.
Yeah, remember
Like
in the
that.
left corner the wall was already
Speed,
broken? It was going to be
got a lot of
broken
blitz to
still.
spin. What's the strat? Oh,
Again,
don't
that's
go
what's
in.
scary, I
Don't
think.
go
You got to
in.
be
That's
so
all he
careful
wants.
about
He
sending it
wants
in
to
this
brawl.
matchup. Okay, we blocked it.
Again.
This-
Yeah, using your normals,
this
I
man
think is
the
key
secretary
in this match.
absolute
Oh,
defense. He
that's
has
a lot of blood.
nothing left to live for. If you're gonna come in, he's gonna brawl. You know what I'm
Nice.
saying?
I like that
Ooh,
RC.
I didn't block
Yeah,
that
it
for
was
a
keeping
second.
you safe. You were doing a lot there. I was like,
You
this
got
is a
me
little
without
scary.
tippy
That was
toes.
so
Yeah, if one
far
wall is
away.
low like that, then the
Yeah.
other one would be too.
All right,
That's an
another
OTG.
thing. 63H, the
Uh-oh.
double slash.
I
from
think 5K
Nagoriyuki.
would have worked there,
That
Yoshi.
is a round start that beats nearly everything Goldlewis does. I'm
Yeah,
almost
the round start is a
100%
big
sure.
one in this one too. Goldlewis's round start options are not fantastic in this matchup, like most characters.
Round's over. Hold.
Poppin'.
Hold.
Oh no! Oh, that worked out.
My God,
Okay.
it didn't hit anything.
You walk up, and when he does minigun or whatever, you 5H, right?
Backing off.
It
Tried
needs
the
to be in this matchup. You need more control. I actually think you need to. The way you played this matchup was, I imagine how you play a lot of matchups, right? You were like looking to initiate as Nagoriyuki, right? You're like, I'm gonna get in there. Instead, you can play defensive. So when you think about a matchup, right? Like, are you the defender or the attacker in each one? In that one, Goldlewis has to be the attacker, right? You can hold space against him and use your buttons to anti-air him and poke him so well. You don't have to initiate and like try to run at him with stuff all the time. You know what I mean? You can just chill and just relax and like hold space and be living your best life. You know what I mean? Chilling and hold space and make his life rough trying to get in, right? Especially because once you get towards the corner and you're higher on blood, it's very hard for Goldlewis to move against that character. He has to do a lot of dash blocking and I-being to try to keep space, and then challenging with Behemoth after to keep you close from him. Like it's not easy for him to get space. Another thing for sure, if he's doing minigun or if he's trying to drone you or whatever, then the clone is great for that. And then once you're higher on blood because you use clone or whatever, then hold space with 5H or 2H or whatever, and then, you know, or your far slash 2S 5H. So really not easy things for Goldlewis to, like, he cannot advance very well on the ground against 2S or 5H, and obviously 2H to deal with the jump is very good, and 5P and 6P and all that kind of stuff is good, right? So a couple of things we were going to talk about, right? We were going to talk about this. Somebody was asking about when Soul does the following. Whoops, I picked the wrong color. This thing right here. So I was recommending two things, right? I think it was 2K I was recommending, or 6P. You see how I'm trying to 6P and it's not coming out? If the Soul player keeps it tight, my button cannot come out. It's a true block string. You see that? So even though I'm mashing 6P, I can't 6P. If he makes it delayed like that, right, and he leaves a gap, then it leaves room for you to try to 6P, or it leaves room. Oh, does her 2K not work? Maybe her 2K doesn't work. It leaves room for you to 6P, right, or try another button. And if he just happens to do this instead, right, Same idea. Right, it leaves you in a better position for the same reason. Or like a delayed throw or something is also quite good. Those things will really help you in that position. For the Soul player also, the Soul player was doing this. This is not a good mix-up on this. The mix-up should come before or after. So you should be doing like a jump P on as the overhead, or you should be doing something like 2K 2D, right? That's kind of what you're looking for there. Or a run-up throw. That's kind of what you're doing. Or you can do like jump H and then go low like that. The other thing I was gonna say is, what is the other one? Potemkin versus Goldlewis, right? A lot of the times Goldlewis does this to Potemkin, and he's really struggling to deal with that because, what is it? What is slide head? Because like you were like, oh, I have armor here, right? So it'll absorb the jump in, but the thing is that it absorbs it, and then after it absorbs it, he can just punish you with like whatever, or he can just do air behemoth to beat it anyway. So it like really doesn't matter what you do. If you want to beat Goldlewis out of the air, when he's like trying to run at you and do jump dust like this, if you're Potemkin, you have to use your far slash and your 5-8 because they're such good pokes preemptively against what Goldlewis wants to do. Even if you're quite far, it's a really good poke to deal with what he's trying to do. 5H is so useful in that matchup. If he's trying to run up on you and like poke with his own stuff, like if he's trying to run up and use his far slash, then you want to box him out with this or this, right? These two pokes are like quite good for keeping him away. And the Goldlewis player needs to run up and do meaty, like if you get a knockdown like this, you got to run up and do this. Or not only that, you need to run up and do like something like this. It's been a while. Like something like that is way better than doing back scratcher when you already have the corner. This streamer can't do running 8. I cannot do it. I'm incapable of doing it. I've never done it once, and I never will. You gotta have wizard hands. Well, you know what I do? I do this. I do it like that.